terrible as a man named Ivan Marchenko. But the big thing was there was a photograph in there of two Nazis. And the guy identified the photograph as follows. He said, the small man on the right is Takchuk with the pistol. The tall man on the left is Ivan Grozny, the man the Jewish prisoners feared the most, Ivan Marchenko. Now, I had this, and I went on the House floor, and I said, Ivan the Terrible is a man named Ivan Marchenko. And when did you ever hear the Justice Department make a response? That night they put out a press release.
His name is even Ivan, and the only thing is he looked a little similar to the guy living in Ohio.
Not really.
Yeah.
When you hear this, the Justice Department went public and said there were two Ivans. Now, you know what I said? I said, you sure there wasn't a swing shift? And then I showed the photograph. When that happened, everything went underground. The Justice Department shut up. Next thing you know, I'm over in Israel. And I think it became a real issue. And I got to give credit to the Israeli Supreme Court. The Israeli Supreme Court looked at the evidence that take this man home.
But see, that's the issue, is the Israeli Supreme Court says he's innocent. You have the secret files. It proves it. Meanwhile, the American Israeli groups, after you. Stay there, Congressman. This is amazing information. James Traficant's our guest.
Is it safe to breathe anymore? Crowded public places, global pandemics, and news reports of potential new strains of bacteria and viruses make you wonder, what if there was a germ-killing nasal spray that acted almost like hand sanitizer for your nose? There is. It's called Sinofresh Homeopathic Nasal Spray, and it's a proven germ killer. Sinofresh is a revolutionary doctor-recommended nasal spray that kills a broad spectrum of viruses, bacteria, molds, and fungi on contact in your nose. Sinofresh causes no drug interactions, no loss of smell, no rebound congestion, contains no alcohol, is non-habit forming, and is safe for daily use. Sinofresh must be a part of your family survival plan. Go to GCNlive.com now and click on the Sinofresh banner. The first 1,000 customers to click on the Sinofresh banner and purchase Sinofresh Antiseptic Nasal Spray are instantly registered to win a free 24-bottle case. Go to GCNlive.com and click on Sinofresh. Breathe free, breathe safe. Use Sinofresh. It works.
Hi, I'm Mark Craighead, founder of Crossbreed Holsters. I designed our top-selling holster, the Super Tuck Deluxe, to solve the problems of being poked, pinched, and gouged while carrying concealed. The Super Tuck Deluxe is the most comfortable, most concealable holster on the market today. We offer a 2-week free trial and a lifetime warranty.
Visit us at crossbreedholsters.com. Don't forget, crossbreedholsters.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
Bob Chapman, the international forecaster, is coming up at the 8 after next hour. Former Congressman James Traficant will be with us another 5 minutes in the next hour, and he says he wants to come back. We really appreciate his courage. I've studied him. I've looked at what he's done. I looked at why he took the case of this supposed camp guard. Turned out it was just all lies. And the government knows that. The Israeli Supreme Court ruled that. Why why did the Israelis tell the truth about this, but then in America, the Israeli lobby came after you? Is it two different groups or one different group? Or I mean, you were telling me during the break you think this is all going to hurt Israel, and that's not what you want?
No, absolutely not. I think I've been branded as anti-Semite, and quite frankly, I am a supporter of Israel. A supporter of Israel when they're doing what's right. When they do something wrong, I'm not going to be remiss here and not mention it. I believe that they have undue control of our government. But I'd like to say this to start with. The Israeli Supreme Court gave a lesson in justice to the United States of America. This was the most controversial case, perhaps, in Israeli history, one of them. And they looked at the evidence, Alex, and they said, take him home. Now, what everybody doesn't know, Alex, is that our government went back and wanted Israel to prosecute Demjanjuk again on this other charge, and the Israeli Supreme Court would not allow it. So let's give kudos where it's due. Let's give it to Israel and their Supreme Court. Now,
okay, so then how does the Supreme Court of Israel agree with you and the government files that prove it 100%? Why is AIPAC putting you in prison?
Well, I think it's once you're targeted, and they fired a woman in 1990 or 1991. I don't know if you remember this, Alex. A top-ranking woman in the American-Israeli Public Affairs Committee, and she gave out their hit list of the politicians that they wanted to get rid of, and Jim Traficant was the #1 target in the world. And I think it was because the way I handled that case, no one would help me. And I went to the House floor, and I dramatically presented the case on behalf of Demjanjuk and his family. And I believe that I riled up many of the people, whether they felt that just the fact that I looked into this case, that no one should look into it. I had to have some anti-Semite blood. This is what they said.
And now Germany's hauled this guy off who's on the death's doorstep.
Yeah, I think they're holding and delaying this because I firmly believe that they do not want me over in Germany to speak out on this issue. I think they're holding this case up, holding that the old man will die over there. But what a shame. He was not guilty, Alex. Bottom line, and let me say this, when you allow one citizen's rights to be trampled, you endanger the rights of all Americans. And what the hell's wrong with us? What have we come to? What have we turned into here, Alex?
Well, that's why I support you, because, I mean, I looked at the facts, and you've been persecuted a lot worse than Siegelman, and he's been vindicated. You've been vindicated as well, but not. What comes next? I mean, how do you go after these guys? Do you sue people? Do you call for new investigations? What do you do?
I really don't have any strength to do that, but this fellow in Washington, D.C., this Richard Detour, may file suit. If he does, I will then back up into that suit as well. And it's going to be a long, hard struggle. But I think that there's so many revelations due that it's going to surprise an awful lot of people. But right now, I'm looking politically. I'm looking at politically not just for vengeance, but looking politically because I think America needs somebody to speak out on what the hell's going wrong, who's not afraid to speak out, who's not controlled by their party. I think too many of the politicians today have allegiance to the party, allegiance to the American
And
people.
so you're planning to run as an independent. Give us the battle plan.
I'm going to run as an independent, and this is a Democrat area. My chances aren't great, I'll be quite honest, as an independent. But I just I can't see anybody following Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid into battle. And I'll be damned, beam me up if I'm going to be involved in that party.
But I mean, why not use the machinery like Ron Paul does and use their machinery? You would still be an independent.
It would be impossible for me to do that. I would be so castigated here. I have to basically run as an independent. It'd be hypocritical for me to run now as a Democrat with the position that I've taken.
Okay, we got a break. 1 minute, sir. Stay there.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As they're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
I have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the republic.
Get your copy of Fall.